right. What did you do to the car?
That's information I will share with you under certain conditions only.
In this modern-day technology, the automotive systems have become more complex, with intertwined internal components that propels our vehicles to drive faster, shift faster. The introduction of ECM and different control module has become a game changer that relies on a piece of component that actuate these functions. These systems have arrays of sensors and actuators that transforms our automotive systems into an incredible piece of engineering. Without this component, we will still be stuck back in old systems of stick-shift technology.
Modern cars are built with fuel injection engines, in replacement to the use of carburetors. These engines use fuel injectors to sprinkle gasoline fuel into the engine cylinders for combustion to occur.
14 reasons why your car rev up by itself. Hello, I am Dr. Cool Auto Fix. What goes on inside your engine when you experience RPMs needle fluctuations? Idle fluctuations or car revving itself is a sign of power imbalances due to a failed air-fuel ratio component that often tends to compromise the smooth operation of your engine. This sometimes can be a minor issue which may not require a cent to get this problem resolved. However, in some other cases, it may be due to arrays of unaddressed problems of the engine that have lingered more than it should. A car revving its engine is when you put your foot down on the throttle. The noise increases along with the position of the needle on your dashboard's tachometer, rev meter. The result is more power and speed being sent to the wheels, and therefore your vehicle travels or accelerates faster out of your own desired comfort and pace. This can be disastrous if left or ignored. So, what is revving? It's originally a colloquial term, although it's found its way into standard English. Revving means to increase the engine speed. Typically, gasoline cars are limited to 6,000 and 7,000 revolutions per minute, revs per minute or RPM. Diesel vehicles are designed to operate at lower revs, usually 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. Anything beyond these levels might cause harm to the engine. When an engine revs itself, it's receiving more power than it was a moment ago configured to handle while at idle. This power is generated by the spark plug igniting the mixture of air and fuel in the cylinder, driving the piston downwards. Thus, there are three possible causes of a car revving on its own, which can be narrowed down to too much air or too much fuel, then responsible engine components that create this unbalance in these two systems. A spark plug misfires, then suddenly works again. These are often reflected as RPMs needle going up and down. The dashboard also has your tachometer, which tells you how fast the engine is running. The tachometer measures the engine's revolutions per minute RPM. Like most gauges, there's a needle on the tachometer that moves depending on how fast you're going. In most cases, the tachometer has numbers ranging from 0 to 9. Multiply those numbers by 1,000 to get your engine speed. There are, however, some instances where the tachometer can behave erratically, causing the RPM to spike and fall intermittently. You might not notice anything wrong with your vehicle at first, but fluctuating RPM readings can actually mean a few things. What does it mean when your RPM jumps? Or your car certainly develops a mind of its own and decide to rev itself with your foot off the throttle pedal. You might not notice anything wrong with your vehicle at first, but fluctuating RPM readings can actually mean a few things. Here are 14 possible reasons why your car's RPM keeps jumping. 1. Bad coolant temperature sensor. The role of the coolant temperature sensor is pertinent to ECM for engine optimal performance and stability. For this reasons, failure of this inexpensive component can mess up the air-fuel ratio, resulting into unsteady RPM be all over the place. For instance, the cold startup sequence in the morning, if you observe critically, the ECM relies on the coolant temperature sensor to enrich the fuel mixture with air to start up the engine. If the coolant temperature sensor fails to deliver accurate information to the ECM, there will be more engine issues, which RPM fluctuation is just a tip on the iceberg. 2. Faulty throttle pedal position sensor. The throttle pedal position sensor sends throttle position signals to the powertrain control module, PCM. In most cases, a throttle assembly has two of these sensors. One acts as a fail-safe measure while the other is used for diagnosis. The throttle pedal position sensor monitors the position of the throttle plate. The PCM also uses the information from this sensor to calculate the right amount of fuel to deliver to the injectors. This can happen in older vehicles because there is no mechanical connection between the throttle pedal and the throttle itself. As a result, the PCM only relies on the data from the pedal position sensor when monitoring idling and driving conditions. 3. Vacuum leaks. The electronic throttle control, etc. system usually compensates for many vacuum leaks. In some instances, the system will move the throttle to achieve the ideal idle speed to make up for the leak. If there are vacuum leaks, the electronic throttle control, etc. system will try to correct the engine's operation. Unfortunately, vacuum leaks are unmetered air that the computer doesn't know about, so the etc. system won't be able to adjust idling conditions and keep the vehicle running smoothly. Some vacuum leaks can cause unmetered air to enter the engine and an interrupted intake manifold, especially when the leak is too big. Vacuum leaks are unmetered air that the computer doesn't know about, so the etc. system won't be able to adjust idling conditions and keep the vehicle running smoothly. 4. Clogged fuel injectors. Fuel injectors atomize liquid gasoline to convert them into small droplets. These droplets are then mixed with the air that enters the engine. The PCM controls the fuel injectors, particularly during their on time. Over time, the injectors can get clogged due to grime and dirt buildup. The blockage can result in difficulties when accelerating and other irregularities in engine speed. 5. Dirty throttle body. This day automotive system throttle body is sensitive to dirt, carbon deposits, and debris. Over time, when your car accumulates more mileage, the throttle body get contaminated with dirt from carbon buildup, which wouldn't allow the butterfly valve to seat properly within the throttle body. This scenario often allow more escape of air into the engine without the permission of the engine electronics control module. This often caused the car RPMs to rev up about the normal acceptable parameters it should be. A simple cleaning using a carburetor cleaner will be okay. However, before doing so, get the throttle body out of the engine to avoid creating more problems that can plug up the catalytic converter. 6. Faulty spark plugs. The spark plug of your vehicle is designed to ignite the air-fuel mixture that resulted into explosion that occurs inside your engine when air and fuel is mixed and compressed. There are a few common reasons why a spark plug could fail: carbon fouling, oil fouling, and normal wear and tear. Weak ignition system output, excessive idling, and fuel system faults can cause the spark plugs to develop black carbon soot. Meanwhile, worn or broken piston rings, worn-out valve guides, and defective valve stem seals can lead to oil fouling. 7. Transmission problems. Erratic RPM readings can also mean that something is wrong with the transmission. The transmission has all the gears and assemblies that let your vehicle accelerate. It provides high torque output at low speeds for acceleration and lower torque output but at higher speeds for maximum fuel economy at highway speeds. If there's a leak somewhere in the transmission, the torque converter and gearbox can slip. 8. Broken brake booster hose. When you noticed your car revving up by itself, it can be very tricky to diagnose sometimes. However, having loads of experience will help fast pedal the troubleshooting process. In my vast experience with different car makes, a broken brake booster hose will put your cat engine playing catch-up on stabilizing itself. If you have checked the above listed factors, you should have your brake booster hose inspected thoroughly for damage or leaks. 9. Clogged air filter. A clogged air filter can significantly reduce the engine's efficiency because it won't be able to trap the dirt that enters the intake system. A clogged air filter can significantly reduce the engine's efficiency because less air volume will enter the engine. The PCM monitors the throttle angle and mass airflow (MOF) sensor to determine how much air is passing. From there, the computer will calculate the air-fuel ratio. If there isn't enough air, the engine won't run properly. Most manufacturers recommend replacing the air filter every 30,000 miles or 50,000 kilometers. If the vehicle is driven under dusty road conditions, the air filter should be replaced more frequently. 10. Faulty mass airflow sensor. The mass airflow (MOF) sensor uses relative humidity, altitude, and outside air temperature to calculate the air volume delivered to the engine. If the PCM receives inaccurate signals from this sensor, the engine could be at risk of experiencing performance issues. 11. Faulty or stuck idle air control (IAC) valve. The IAC valve is responsible for regulating the amount of air that bypasses the throttle plate when the accelerator pedal is released. If the valve becomes stuck or malfunctions, it may allow too much air into the engine, causing the engine to idle at a higher speed. Once your idle control valve keeps calling for more air, subsequently, your ECM will respond with more fuel, which the result will be engine revving itself up. 12. Throttle body issues. A dirty or malfunctioning throttle body can affect the proper functioning of the throttle plate, which controls the amount of air entering the engine. If the throttle plate doesn't close fully when you release the accelerator pedal, it can cause the engine to idle at a higher speed. Interestingly, the throttle body houses lots of components that are separated to function individually and united by the throttle body of the older models. However, in the new model's version, this throttle body hosts lots of components that is designed to stabilize the idle of your vehicle. 13. Bad map sensor. Most engines that are naturally aspirated engines may be equipped with map sensor, which plays the role of calculating the engine load. When this component fails, it throws the air-fuel ratio out of balance, which results into unstable RPMs instability, subsequently making your car revving up itself. Replacement of your map sensor should be easy. However, knowing the right specs for your car engine is another factor that you must put into consideration before heading to the parts stores. 14. Bad throttle position sensor. In the old model vehicle, there is a component known as throttle position sensor. This component is mostly fitted into drive-by-wire throttle body systems. It's designed to track the position of THR butterfly valve inside your throttle body and feed this information back to the ECM for data processing. The ECM uses these data to determine how much fuel and air is ideal for your optimal engine operation. However, when this component fails, your engine will suffer from too rich or lean mixture, creating unstable idle, causing your cat to revving itself at idle. A replacement of this component may not solve the problem, as it needs to be tuned into the right angle for better performance. Preventive measures. The reasons for a fluctuating RPM reading can usually be attributed to worn-out parts that weren't replaced on time. Failure to keep up with preventive maintenance tasks like oil changes and filter replacements can also cause similar problems. So if you want to avoid the hassle that comes with a jumping RPM reading, always stick to your vehicle's maintenance schedule. There might also be instances where parts can fail suddenly without warning. Once this happens, make sure to have a trained professional take a look at your vehicle right away. Leaving problems unaddressed for quite some time can cause other parts to get damaged, which can lead to an even more expensive repair bill. I am certain you found this content very helpful prior to assisting you resolve your car problems. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments section. I remain your host, Dr. Cool Auto Fix. If you need instant help, try joining my membership. Bye for now, see you later in my next video.